This video chart presentation of Redhawk Resources brought to you by allpennystocks.com with technical analysis by Andy from Understanding Venture Plays. Redhawk trades on the Toronto Venture Exchange under the ticker RDK. So look at a 1-year chart. See just a great uptrend from around 16 cents now at the bottom to up now pressing on half a dollar, 50 cents. I'm seeing right off on this. It's really fighting the top right here 3 times up near that area. Has a nice kind of ascending triangle look to it over these last 3-4 months. But you can see a definitive resistance is being set up right there around 49 cents. So we're going to take a look at the indicators and see if they're telling us anything. Seeing a little bit of a wedge or triangle look to go along with that. We're seeing the histogram dropping down some right now. This is at a point where it's really going to have to make a decision to try and make another run and break through this. You can see we're getting some downtrends to it. Same way with the PPO. The ADX is now down low, which tells you that the strength of this uptrend is actually weakening. But we're getting the positive DI making a move to the north side. What this needs to do, the ADX needs to flatten itself out and start to make a move back up to the north side to add some strength to this trend. What will happen is if it breaks through, that will indeed happen. We can see that the money flow, we started to get a big separation right here, sharp drop into 7, immediately coming back up. It looks like it's going to cross the 14 and 21. Of course, a break of 80. A lot of momentum traders look for it to be through there. What that'll take is for the volume to come pouring in and for it to blow the lid off of that resistance and make a new higher high. This is a very nice uptrend in the accumulation distribution. Sometimes even though you'll see a trend, a price moving consistently upward, you'll start to see some what they call negative divergence. While that price is heading up, you can actually see this accumulation distribution starting to slip back down. You need to see it staying in a consistent uptrend like that to show the strength. We're starting to see a downtrend in the Chaikin money flow, which is formed off of the accumulation distribution. You can see it's just been a lot of buying pressure throughout this last year. We're going to want to see this make a turn and head back up and break through this little short-term trend line that's being established. It can drop back down. See right here, it bounced right off 0, came right back up. So you can't be too alarmed, but this is formed a little bit differently, even though it's based on the accumulation distribution, that it gives you a little bit more of a weighted formulation. So it can sometimes give you a different look than the accumulation distribution. So what this needs to do is try to make its turn right back up. CCI still in a nice uptrend overall. And I want to see that break back through 100. The true use of the CCI is the buy point comes on a breakthrough 100. So you're seeing a little bit of a downtrend to it. What we're going to want to see here is this to break back through 100 and break back through that trend line right there. All these indicators are definitely in the position where it is a make or break time for this chart. It's basically reinforced once again by the full still. You don't want to see it break below 50. You want to see it hold over 50. That's bull chart territory. Got down near it, and now it's starting to make a turn back up. Full still. Main point with the full still is always looking for it to trend towards 0. Again, kind of getting itself into a wedge pattern. I don't like drawing that soon because this isn't a definitive peak yet at this point. But what I will do is pull it way back to here to show that that's pretty much on target for that point. We want to see this try and continue. It's starting to flatline right now a little bit. We want to see this try and continue and get through that trend line. Same way with the RSIs. This is a great chart to show what happens sometimes when it's decision time. You can see if this is in a bit of a triangle pattern, it's getting pinned right into a corner where it has to make a decision now here in the near future. And it's reflected a lot of times in the indicators where they get triangles, they get wedges going on, some strong trend lines that all need to be broken. And RDK is not any different. This is I'd say it's a slightly bullish look, but there's still some bearish kind of things to it. Ultimately, this is a candle play. It's a price per share play. It has to break through this resistance level. It's been banging its head on it now for several months, and it needs to make that move. If it wants to dip back down, it needs to hold that trend line. There is some established price per share support Down here right around 40 cents, its most recent low. You can see it was a resistance level right through here all the way back into February. It was a resistance level that it broke through. It's continually trying to make higher highs, and right now if it doesn't, there's a good chance it's going to come back down and test that 40, and then you just got to start looking at this. It's going to take on a bearish look where it just didn't have the strength to push through that resistance. 377,000 shares traded. Was a above average kind of day, and it closed down. We're going to look for this to put together this kind of volume again, only on an up day. Obviously this closed down just slightly below, down 1%. It's not a big deal, but you're going to look for this, try and put together another high volume day. It takes strong volume to take out this sort of resistance. So this is what we'll be looking for with RDK. As always, this video chart is merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant and strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence and consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure. To begin learning technical analysis while on the All Penny Stocks website, please click on the feature link to Understanding Pincher Plays and you'll be on your way. Thank you and trade smart.